hold on.
Precisely. They gave up this plant pretty early on. They've lost 2 with Valda straight in with the Glock. Flusher will be tested. Passes with flying colors. But the round is over. Keep their 2 players over on A. Time still dwindling. Good incendiary put into position. Brolan spins around for 2 before he gets silenced. But has the damage already been inflicted good enough to yield the round out of this? MBK on only 3 HP.
Too much of a problem, but that incendiary plus an HE actually started things off with allowing those rotations. Now, this has gone quite well for Alexi B initially, and in fact, Mantu is even going to keep the advantage for now. In fact, this is now no more rifles available. For Flusher, that's not always a problem. One Deeks leaves Brolan alone.
Alone at range, but the youngster drills in for the first frag, now looking for more. 4 kills already to his name. No idea where NBK resides. Looking to return the favor on A with the Deagles. JW with 2. CZ for Brolan and Mantu making noise, dropping down. Running out of bullets to Brolan, trying to go in for the knife. And now switching across to the Deagle. Underarm grenade, doing a bit more damage to Mantu. How the hell are both of these guys still alive? But for no longer is that the case. BK and Alexi to try and hold the line. And it's unlikely at this point with Golden and Mantu both being swept away that JW can get anything done with his 27 HP, so he will look to save his M4. It's been every bit as round. And now there's a few less pieces, but still JW alive, and you would feel like this is going to be a bit of sanity and a bit of serenity on the server, or perhaps not.
All the way around the map. Might actually bump into Mantu. This, oh no, Mantu's dropped down. It's actually a smart decision. Make sure there's no way for an HE and a flash. Well, the HE and a flash probably aren't going to do too much. That's why you're seeing this re-aggression from Flusher. I think he's realized at this point they need to try and find out where this push is going, and they might have missed a beat. The push through connector, but Crim snaps back around, bit to the back of the site. JW in a very good position, but he does deny the weapons
as well. So it's not as if one of these pistol wielders can go back and pick it up. They have now got to charge through onto the site. Encumbered by their bluff has been called. They only played 1 player on B, and now MBK's picked up the M4 and
that round perfectly. And well, Fnatic, because they've just used all their smokes, they're going to go walking into JW. He's not going to miss that shot. It may seem like a slim angle, but there's nowhere else for them to go. The second, though, Alexi B is going to charge him down. Golden, however, is already here, looking to try and save the day. Bomb on the deck to deny them this time, and Golden, he's just holding things down.
He's firing off a couple of Deagle shots. Ooh. That's a big Deagle onto Brolan, and then actually cuts off the Valda, and you have to feel he is living on borrowed time.
Every time they get back into it, get the fact that I would still remember matches of Mirage, even like the Deagles, but there's been no trade potential in a lot of these kills from Fnatic. And while that's one thing that Maniac pointed out.
The T's will be pushing in his position, so at least that's a small minor victory in a pretty heavy defeat for, honestly. They like to poke probe, and finally Stink kicks in. Crims, any other gun than USP, that's probably a kill, barring the Glock. Another miracle pistol play. We've seen him do so many in the past. A good jump across for Brolan. There are ways back into this round. They have 2 AWPs. Up through on the CT, that will be Brolan. Flush is still waiting. Great shot from Brolan onto Issa. And with Alexi down to 30 in favor of Fnatic, enough time has elapsed that they can get up close, and there's still plenty. An incendiary tossed perfectly into jungle, forces Valda's hands to come out into the open. He's looking to...
few of those rounds back in their favor. Issa, especially on Mirage as well. Like, I feel like although Fnatic haven't looked fantastic on this one, we talk about Crims being that position, but the shot is completely missed. Flusher has taken a lot of map control instead, but they lose Brolan in return, and he looks like he's going to fall from his advantageous spot. It leaves Golden to try and pick up the...
back to OG, potentially getting 10 or 11 rounds in the half. JW patiently waits. He knows that the second player is going to peek him. Golden, that dig is beautiful. And alongside Flush, Golden could go out for more. He's using the smoke, waits for a flashbang, but Alexi's up.
With 20 seconds left, he needs an instant.
They can now stack 2 players in, and Brolan getting 1 slows down the T's a little bit more. How quickly does Flusher snap into, who's had a great game so far, will be called upon to make something special happen. They double peek him. He did tag Valda, but doesn't frag him. And this has been a pretty brutal turn of events for Fnatic. A round that was looking so good.
Saw some vulnerabilities over the last couple of days that OG are very good at is like when they do pinpoint your weakness, they're more B-side. Brolin has called for support. I think he spotted someone as well. That's a lot of it. How has Issa managed to get here though? He sneaked all the way up in towards the A side. Crims was not expecting.
No, this is a very difficult read, but Golden, due diligence, finding Mantu, Valda onto the open. It's a 1-for-1 trade. All falls on Issa. 10 HP left. He picked off a crazy clutch. Yes. Certainly etched up a couple of notches. Flusher, right angle is a big... That's such an important moment in this matchup. Does he get denied? Yes, MBK actually pivots into action. He's got a kid, but he doesn't have time to play with. Out comes Flusher. Beautiful headshot.
We'll see if it pays off for OG.
Of threats that Fnatic have to be very weary and cognizant of. That Crims with a Mac 10, oh my goodness, absolutely displayed. I know it was very one-sided. I'm gonna say,
or he might just be like a mid-table one. Out there though, speak of the devil, he has now just matched JW on kills, but it doesn't last very long at all. The trade's coming back thick and fast as there's still a couple of players on this B side. One of them holding the cross. Crim's already low on HP. JW's been tagged down as well. And well, with 2 scouts remaining, yeah, it's still possible. What? I don't... Mantu with his snipers is so damn good.
17 frags to his name. Issa, even though statistically may not be, but he's about to get flanked into position. Time is running scarce. JW with a...
I think that had to be the adaptation to be made because I think one of the last players in the world I'd want to look players here. Now, there's a couple of duels that could be isolated, but Golden been decent so far. But this is a tall order for the Frenchman to undertake. And in fact, JW...
Does JW actually rethink this? At some point, he'll realize he can't be in B-apps, can't be on the side.
Like, well, that seems excessive, but who knows? Roland is like, oh my god, he's so screwed.
Spare a thought for Valda, guys. May need your prayers after that. Issa, at least taking down Golden, can trade up to the AK, but it will be 6 in a row. And where did this come from? From Fnatic, we said their T side was certainly the stronger of the two from what we've seen. That little alteration. Valda with one. Flashbang could not have been worsely timed, and it was Brolan with 50 seconds left. Fnatic need to make moves. It's another perfect peak. Bad for him. Imagine if that ends up costing the Mantu. I think he knows what's coming up. It's okay. You can breathe a sigh of relief, Alexi. And he goes, is making moves up to catwalk now. It allows Mantu to focus his fire elsewhere, but he goes back in one more time to check and gets rewarded with the kill. He goes down, but the damage to Fnatic has been severe. The CTs get caught in transition, only fitting a peak. It will be Issa. The timing wrecking Brolan. That could have easily been a kill of Issa around the corner, but still looking into kitchen. Fragger in OG. Oh, Valda, the headshot comes in.
Up to their parents after they do something wrong. Unfortunately, it may not quite work out that way. You don't always get to have a little bit of a gap in the smoke. Golden, he's trying to pre-fire it, but he loses his life to the Dane as well, who's performing incredibly well. JW's met Alexi B on the flank, and Alexi B wins it. That clears out Pat. Got a teammate further back on the ramp, but he's not too much help at this point. And Crims, he's going to have to try and... I think that's now even 1 and 5 if you include this round. And since then, once that player is of this T side, Golden's making a hell of a lot of noise. He's going to go jumping in, and I think he spotted both players. That should be the decision now. Fnatic's going the other direction. Valde, though, he runs through the Molotov. A big chance. They're all desperately low. Issa, 1v3. He needs a repeat of yesterday. He's dropped the bomb. There's only...
Toss it in, if anywhere. Get peeked by Flusher. And
comebacks. OG, they're looking for one themselves. Alexi B battling in mid. Brolan's pulled out the SG again. I wonder if it might have been enough to break them mentally. Valde has also been spotted. They know he's in this window. Easy for JW. 24th kill of the game. YMDK is going to get 1, but JW is there to return. It's left all onto Mantu. He's not having a worldie, but 4
connects Battlefield, and JW straight through on the murder hole, trying to live up to the name, but it's actually his life that's been deemed forfeit. And OG put a second alongside it. Path. I almost wrote this off in my mind when I saw the buys. We saw Golden with a miracle clutch in this very position yesterday, but with 16 headshots. 3 players on OG yet to even...
Crims. He's going to help Crims. Realizes this battle might not be worth taking, but he goes back for more. He had a slow start, but this round might be enough for everybody to forget. Alexi B, he's found a trade at least, but Crims is looking to do it all. A third kill already, and Nathan